Hey up everybody, Magpie Gaming here, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about Gran Turismo Sport, which I've recently acquired and have been playing and kind of enjoying, although not as much as I expected to. But anyway, I haven't played a Gran Turismo game for a long time. I think I've skipped about 2 or 3 of the games. I can't actually remember the last one that I played, but I do remember the last one that I played and not enjoying it. So I can't remember which one it was in the series, but I think that was when I gave up on Gran Turismo. It just got a bit too, I don't know, I just found it an odd game to play. There was too much emphasis on being a complete driving simulator that it had sucked a lot of the fun of the game out of it for me. So it was kind of at that point where I dumped that and I moved over to Forza Horizon, Forza Motorsport. I enjoyed them a bit more arcade-ish, not as much simulator as what Gran Turismo is. But this one was recommended to me by Neil, and I think I do remember you saying that you weren't going to bother with this game because it looked like it'd be a load of shit, but then you bought it and you started playing it and you're actually quite enjoying it. But shh, I won't tell anybody. But yeah, it was recommended to me and I thought, you know what the hell, I'll go for it. It was on sale, got it for $24.99, and yeah, I'm quite enjoying it. By the way, if you can hear banging in the background, that's my daughter playing upstairs, so, you know, I have to grab every and all opportunity to do some recording, and it's not always the quietest in the house. Anyway, back to the game. So yeah, started it up, quite enjoyed it. I had to do like 5 hours downloading it from Sony's friggin' potato servers. It clocks in at just shy of 60 gig, so it was quite a big and long download. I don't think I've ever downloaded anything from Sony's service that has been fast and zippy. I mean, I do have a really good internet connection, but when it comes to Sony and getting anything from them, I don't know. I don't know what server infrastructure they use, but it is pants. It seriously needs updating. But once I got the download done, and once you've got about 17 or 18 gig downloaded, you can actually play the game in just the arcade mode. You can't play none of the campaign or the online, but you can play the arcade mode while you're waiting for the rest to download. So I played a bit of that, and it's very familiar when you launch this title. The background music on the menus is just fucking awful. I mean, yeah, that awful. It's just horrid. I wish somebody at whoever does this game, I can't think of the name of the friggin' dev house now. Anyway, whoever does it, whoever sits there and thinks, yeah, this is Ace music, this'll work, just great. They want shooting, shoot them. Somebody needs to give this person a lesson in, menu music, because it's just fucking god awful.
Nice.
And the menu itself, when you first launch it up, is just a garbled mess, or it seems so. Once you've used it for a few hours, it actually becomes quite intuitive. And there's a couple of plus points for the menu system. One, it's got down in the bottom left corner, you've got an always on update for the server status of the game, so you're not having to leave the game and go to a browser and look up server status or anything like that. It's right there in the game for you, so you're not having to mess about with anything like that. So that's a bonus for me. I think that's a good little inclusion for the game. The other thing is, right next to that, you've got a link to patch notes, so as soon as the game has an update, you can view them from within the menu. Again, you're not having to leave the game and go seek it in a browser somewhere. It's right there for you. You can see exactly what changes are being made. So those are 2 plus points for me. And as I say, the menu does become intuitive after a while. I do think that they could do things to clean it up a little bit. It doesn't have to look as cluttered and as technical as it does, but that's Gran Turismo. They've always been the same, I think, with the menu system. And they always have the pointer, the cursor, it's not mouse, it's control pad, but it does snap to the buttons, but I do find that awkward as well. I don't like that. It's an odd combination. Is it a mouse? Is it a controller pointer? I don't know. It's weird and I don't like it. But anyway, there you go. So getting on to the actual gameplay. The gameplay is what you can expect. It's a driving simulator. So you're not going to be flying around, bouncing over things and, doing tricks and stunts. It is very much a driving simulator game. So there's a lot of emphasis on driving the right and the correct way. Of course, in the beginner bit, you get a lot of assists that you can have on to help you with braking and things like that. You've got the LAN that you should follow. And I've actually been doing the beginner and the amateur campaign modes, and I'm quite enjoying them. And then you've got the online element, which works quite well. And for the online bit, you've got like timed tournaments. They tell you at what time of day they start and you can enter them. There's also races, just like random races, and these kick off every like 10-15 minutes, and you can join them. And up to now I've only played one, but I found it quite good to do. It was the matchmaking was quite simple, quite seamless as well. There was no messing about. It just loaded in and you started racing. So there's a big emphasis on driving etiquette within this game. There's a big emphasis on not being a dick when you're doing online games. So your actual online persona is rated with, first of all, your speed, because obviously it's timed laps, and then of course your etiquette. So the cleaner the race, the more reputation you gain. But there's not a huge amount I can say on the online bit, because as I say, I've only done one race, so I haven't done a great deal in it. I haven't done one of the tournaments yet. In fact, there isn't any tournaments to do today. I think they kick off tomorrow, the next lot. So I'll definitely take part in one of them and see how that goes. But of course, it's not all about the online. There's a lot of, you can join the arcade mode, you can do time trials, you can set up your own races, and then of course you've got the campaign mode with all the various different races that you can do within that. And yeah, I'm quite enjoying it. I'm not going to bash this game too much. As I say, I haven't enjoyed Gran Turismo games over the last, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, however long it's been going. It's been going a long time now. But I'm enjoying this one, and it's got quite a lot of graphics options for it. It supports 4K, it supports HDR, 60 FPS. Of course, you're going to need a PS4 Pro to be pushing those kind of standards, and you're also going to need a compatible screen. I'm just on a bog standard PS4 on a full HD screen, but it does look good. The graphics look gorgeous, really pinpoint and sharp. I'm not sure what FPS you get on a bog standard PlayStation. I'm not sure if it's pushing 60 or it's just locked at 30. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked into that, but it does look good, so I don't really mind if it's only 30. I can't tell. It might be more actually, I'm not too sure. One of the things that I do find that is a letdown with this game, and it's not just this game in particular, it's a lot of racing games, is the lack of tracks. Now this has 40 courses to play with, which is 10 more than Forza Motorsport 7 does. But I don't know. 40 courses? Surely there's more courses out there that they could have added to this game. Hopefully with expansions or DLC or whatever, they will put more courses in, because it does get repetitive after a while, playing the same courses over and over again. I'd like to see something different. I mean, we live in a world now where procedural generation is the big buzz thing, so why can't we have that in a game like this? Why can't it procedurally generate some tracks for us? That'd be a good thing to see. But 40 courses, it ain't bad. It's better than 10 or 5 or whatever, but it's just not enough for me. Next up we get to the car list there. On their website it lists a total of over 150 cars. So it's a total of over 150, so what is it, 151? Or is it just a total of 150? But it says over 150, so that's a bit of a weird thing to say. But the cars look good. Obviously they're rendered to a high specification. They have all of the CAD data supplied to them for the cars so that you can get accurate representations of the cars within the game. But over 150, it doesn't really list how many there is. I know that somebody out there will correct me in the comment section and tell me exactly how many cars there are in it right now. But it doesn't come close to the 700 cars that you get in Forza Motorsport 7. So, which way do you want to go? Do you want to go 700 cars or 150 cars? I can't talk too much about Forza Motorsport 7 because I don't have it at the moment. I'm definitely thinking of getting it though. And the reason I'm thinking of getting it is because I've been playing this game and I'm enjoying the track racing. And predominantly, I don't like track racing. I prefer games like Need for Speed, where you've got a bit of freedom where you want to go and what you want to do. A bit like Forza Horizon, where you've got, like I said, freedom to do what you want to do. You're not just stuck to a track. But I am enjoying this game, and will I keep on playing it? Yeah, of course I will. I'll keep going with it. It wants you to go back and do a certain amount of mileage every day, and you gain credits and you gain points to tinker with your cars and make those faster and lighter and whatever else. But the one thing that I don't get from this is like a sense that I'm bettering myself when I'm playing the game. Yeah, you get the points, you get the credits and whatever else, but it doesn't really feel like I'm progressing to anything. So, I don't know, it's with a lot of motorsport games now, there's just something missing in them. I think we're at a point where devs don't really know what to do next to make them better. You know, your cars are ultra realistic. You know, the dashboard is exactly like what you get in a Ferrari 458, but so what? It doesn't make the gameplay any more fun. So I think more emphasis needs to be put on gameplay with these types of games rather than them being, you know, anatomically correct representations of the cars and the tracks and everything. I do like that the tracks are realistic representations of the actual locations. I think that's good, and that's something that if you went back 15-20 years, that's what you wanted in racing games. You wanted to be able to burn around Brands Hatch or Monte Carlo or whatever, or the Nürburgring, and now you can, but there's just something missing, and I'm not really sure what it is. But as I say, I am enjoying this game. If I was to rank it out of 10, or rate it out of 10, rank it, rate it, whatever, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10 right now. It's filling in some gaps for me over this Christmas period, although there shouldn't really be any gaps with the amount of games I've got to play that I haven't started yet. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. Check it out. As you notice in the background, there's been some gameplay. I might put some more videos up over the next few days, but I'm not sure how exciting watching me burn around a track is. One thing that I do notice with this game is that once you start a race, you'll always be fighting to get first, and that car will always be just that little bit faster than you are, and it's really, really annoying. Like the online race, the one online race that I did, we was in Nissan GTRs, burning around Japan, and I spent 4 out of the 5 laps just stuck in 3rd place. The guys behind me couldn't catch up to me, but I couldn't catch up to the guys in front, so it was quite boring. So as a spectator supporter for you guys, I don't think it'd be very exciting. But yeah, I'll see. I might put like a highlights thing together or something like that, I don't know. But there isn't a lot of action takes place on the track, to be fair. I think you get more action out of the online races, so maybe I'll record some of those. But yeah, 7 out of 10 from me. It's not a bad game. Some things could be changed with it to make it better. I think there's more emphasis on the gameplay, as I say. But yeah, it looks good, it plays well, so I'll stick with it for now. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on this game in the comment section below. As always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.